God is orderly. From the story of creation in Genesis chapter 1, we can see that God has a plan. He created the sky, sun, and moon before He created the water, and He created the plants before He created the animals. He provided the elements to sustain man before He created him. In other words, He made Adam's home before He made Adam. We can trust in God's plan because He knows what He is doing. He is not a God of happenstance. He is purposed, prepared, and planned. God says, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations." Jeremiah 1, verse 5. God wants us to choose to follow Him, and when we do, we will be guided through His plan for our lives. However, choosing to follow Christ does not prevent bad things from happening to us. The enemy will attack us more now because we have chosen to do the right thing. God allows bad things to happen to us. He allows them to happen because trials and tribulations build our character. There is no victory in comfort. Bad things happen to Jesus as well, and He is perfect. Christ reminds us in John 12, verse 20, "Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will persecute you also. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also." So why would God allow some people to disappear from your life? Here are 5 reasons why God may remove a certain person from your life. Number 1, to fulfill His divine plan. God's ultimate plan is that we live forever with Him in His kingdom. When we give our lives to God, we are giving Him permission to do His will in our lives. Therefore, anything or anyone that comes in the way of fulfilling God's plan in your life, He will remove. "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Jeremiah 29, verse 11. Number 2, they may be toxic. There are many toxic people in this world. You may encounter some of these people every day and not even know it. They may secretly hate you or become more and more toxic as time goes by. We can only see what people allow us to see, but God sees the heart. He sees all of the secret thoughts and conversations that others may have about us. God knows exactly how much we can bear. Therefore, He may remove someone from your life in order to protect you. "For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart." 1 Samuel 16, verse 7. Number 3, they may be needed somewhere else. God may remove someone from your life because that person is needed elsewhere. This may be a bit difficult to understand, especially if that person was a good friend or a romantic partner. Remember, God has a plan for everyone's life, including that person. God's plan might take them away from you. Everything happens for a reason. They may need to fulfill their God-given purpose elsewhere. "And Moses went and returned to Jethro his father-in-law, and said unto him, Let me go, I pray thee, and return unto my brethren which are in Egypt, and see whether they be yet alive. And Jethro said to Moses, Go in peace." Exodus 4, verse 18. Number 4, they may not be right for you. Sometimes God removes someone from your life because he or she isn't right for you, or the timing isn't right. God may decide to unite both of you in the future, or He may not. God sees the beginning and the end. We may question why God will allow a perfect man or woman to walk out of our lives. But God knows us and will only allow things to happen in our lives that are in accordance with His plan. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to His purpose. Romans 8, verse 28. Number 5, God has better things in store. Sometimes we hold on to things thinking that this is the best life has to offer. We have no idea what God has in store for us, and He is just waiting for us to trust Him so He can pour out those blessings on us. But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love Him. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. When we place our lives in God's hands, we can rest assured that He is protecting us. Even when we choose to do the opposite of God's will, He is always trying to get us back on the right track. He loves us too much and doesn't want to lose us. When we understand that everything happens for a reason, it is easier to learn lessons from our experiences. For example, that person may have left because of something you said. Now you can learn to better control your tongue. When God removes someone from your life, don't chase after them. See it as a blessing in disguise. We might not know what the future holds, but we know who holds the future.